like Tabitha, I saw her video, her response video, and she basically just said, hey guys, I know Target just did XYZ, but still go and buy my products so that way I don't lose money. Like, and I'm not even trying to be dramatic. Like, what is it going to take for us to be slaves inside of Target for you to actually pull your products? Like, yes, you're going to lose some money, but it's just like, who's gonna be the first brand to like take a stand? You know what I'm saying? Like, are all these black brands just gonna keep having their stuff in these spaces where they're not wanted?
Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Today we are talking about Tabitha Brown, and if you haven't heard, she's asking black people not to boycott Target because it will hurt small black businesses, including hers. But as you can imagine, not everyone is on board with that. So let's break it down. Allow me first to introduce to you who Tabitha Brown is. She's an actress, entrepreneur, and social media star who has gained massive popularity for her vegan lifestyle and down-to-earth personality. And over the years, she's built a big following, and she's also partnered with Target, where she's launched a line of products. So she's not stranger to the spotlight. Let's take a look at what people had to say about the whole Target boycott situation.
So you're telling me right now that you want me to continue shopping in a store to support the millionaires who have products and brands in a store that does not represent us, that does not want us there? That's like the corporation going to them and saying, you know what? You was a good Negro. We like you. We don't mess with those, but we like you, so we're gonna keep you here. You can sell your products in the store. Oh, by the way, we are dropping a clearance on them, but you can sell your products in the store, but we don't like them. And then you get your behind on the internet and tell all of us, especially the people that are of your descent, and tell them, hey, y'all need to just keep shopping in the store and just buy my products because it's gonna hurt me. What about the people that work at Target? What about the millions of people that are actually affected by this program being eliminated? Has anybody thought to stop and think about that?
So the Tabitha Brown and Selena Gomez thing are connected in this very specific way. Celebrities are not living the same life that we are, right? Tabitha Brown got on and was like, but if you boycott Target, baby, what about my money? But Tabitha, like, what about our inclusion? You know, like if Target gets on air and is like, yo, we don't want DEI here, we're going to roll back all of our DEI programs. What are we doing being like, yeah, but I mean, you sell black products and isn't that DEI enough? What'll happen to our money? It's like, yeah, but like, what about what'll happen to us?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually really torn in this Tabitha Brown situation because God knows I do love her. Love me some Tabitha. She's a beautiful woman with like an absolutely beautiful heart. And I completely understand that she's stuck between a rock and a hard place, right? Obviously, she's still under contract with Target. And I feel for her. God knows I do. Also, I do appreciate her saying that, like, you know, if you guys feel like you don't need to support Target right now, I fully understand. And that is the understanding side of me. The other side is very skeptical. A lot of the times these celebrities come on here when they get a bad deal with these companies and they cry and they moan and they plead with us. Okay, don't buy from this company. They're not treating me fairly or they're not paying me fairly. And we do our best to support them, especially black creators. But when the consumers, us, need their help, they're usually nowhere to be found. All of a sudden it's, well, I understand, but if you still want to support me, I would really appreciate it. Like, this entire thing is a lot bigger than her. So you see, I'm torn.
Tabitha Brown is a wealthy person. A lot of the brands that they're bringing up that are in Target are not small brands. They may have were small businesses at one point and they made it to Target. Not trying to say that like that's not a good feat or anything like that. I definitely understand the logistics of everything. I totally understand, you know, wanting to keep the spot that you've worked hard for and secure for yourself. But like, let's stop treating this conversation as if these are struggling small businesses. These are people who are bringing in millions of dollars. And I know they don't keep everything that they profit, but they're bringing in a lot of money and they're not struggling. I think it's very irresponsible to ask low and middle class people who will very likely be tangibly affected by a lot of the things that are occurring to spend their money at a place to benefit you and your comfort. Because if we're weighing the greater good of the community what's more important, to actually make a stand and do something so that things could possibly change for some of our most vulnerable people in our community, or to keep shopping in Target so you don't come off the shelves, which I don't even like the argument that you should want to be in a place or strive or claw to be in a place that doesn't want you there anyway. Even that whole thing is a fallacy. You're saying that they're going to keep winning if we boycott, but if we keep going there, they're still profiting off of the money that we're spending there.
There's a power and ownership that you have that you simply just don't receive by being rich and wealthy. I'm one of those Black people that have an issue when successful Black-owned companies sell off a portion of their company, sell their company entirely, or do distribution deals. And it's not because the recipe may change, the ingredients may change. I don't like that either. But it is because in times like this specifically, the power, the authority, the control is in ownership. When it comes down to it, there is no Target, Walmart, or Amazon equivalency for Black people.
Off top, I do not speak on Miss Tab as a rule because low-key, I'm afraid of that lady. And if you know, you know. But listen, let's take her entirely out of it. The last time I even looked at stats on this, Blavity estimates Black buying power at like $1.4 trillion. And as the 92%, y'all know, we're the ones making all the buying decisions. We're the ones running to the store. We're the ones keeping these brands and these retailers thriving and in business. And that is power. All these Target and Walmart brands are. They're about us flexing our power and making our values and our position known and respected in the only language these people understand, which is money.
There's so much talk about the DEI initiative and how you feel about it, the impact. And I must say, when I watched Tabitha Brown's video, I was really saddened by the message. I was just really kind of hurt because she mentioned something in there about we have to play the game. And my thoughts were, no, we don't have to play the game. We've been playing the game for years, and look at where that's gotten us. And the truth of the matter is they're not playing a game. It's reality, and it's biting pretty hard right now.
After watching these reactions, it's clear that this situation is complex. On one hand, Tabitha Brown is expressing concern for small Black-owned businesses. And the fear of a boycott potentially damaging businesses like hers is understandable. Because many Black entrepreneurs, especially those who rely on partnerships with large retailers like Target, could face significant setbacks if such moves gain traction. However, from another perspective, it's equally understandable why so many Black Americans are upset. Well, for them, the Target boycott represents something far greater than just one individual or one company. It's a matter of holding corporations accountable for their actions, especially when those actions appear to undermine progress on diversity and inclusion. In addition, people are arguing that if we allow companies like Target to get away with this, we are simply playing into their games, where Black businesses, no matter how big, will still be ignored in the long run. Moreover, there's a belief that most impacted by situations like this are not the ones in big brands, but rather the low and middle class Black people who rely on these systemic changes to survive. So in this case, some feel that Tabitha's concern might be more about protecting her own brand rather than focusing on the larger issue affecting the community as a whole. So for many, this isn't just about business, it's about advocating for systemic change that benefit the community at large. Well, that's just my take on the whole situation, but I'd love to hear what you think. Please feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because there's always more to talk about and you definitely don't want to miss what's coming next. So see you in the next one.